Well, hi everybody. Marvel is doing much better. Figured I'd update you. Haven't done that in a while. Yeah, good girl, ain't you? Yeah, well, we are sitting here getting messages about the personal conveyance. Now, just remember what I tell you. You need to confirm with your individual company you work for. And if you do your own DOT number, don't just assume that I'm right, because there's so much gray area in personal conveyance. So, be sure to look it up in that DOT book, green and white book, on your own, and make sure you're making the right decision. All right, so first off, you'll definitely have no problem if you do it just like this. Whether you're dispatched on your way to get a load, or you're loaded, or you're empty, and all you have is an empty trailer on the back of your truck, you're still technically under a load, even if you're not dispatched. Now, that is up to very loose interpretation, because there's not many rules. If you are going to drive somewhere, you're under dispatch, you're under a load, consider that a actual load or your trailer. Up to about 10 minutes, most companies will allow for you to unhook and drive to where you need to go, and then you have to go back to where you started your personal conveyance. She just wants to play. She don't care about personal conveyance. So, that is pretty much it. Unhook from your trailer as long as you're allowed to by your leasing company, and then drive 10 minutes or less to what you need to go do, and make sure you hook back up and end your personal conveyance at your trailer where you started your personal. Now, everyone says, well, I single pull a camper. I can just unhook, it's mine. I can do what I want. Well, let me tell you, you get in a wreck and you kill somebody and you didn't log your trip coming home, or you didn't log, around town while you were on vacation, there's a high chance you go to prison. Very high chance. But the risk of that happening, is low. I used to single pull. I used to not log going back. I used to do like everyone else, take the signs off and go. But now that I'm in the bigger boy side of things, hauling a multiple loadable trailer, hey, you little craphead, then I don't bend the rules much anymore. So if you're thinking you're going to drive and drop your single pull load in Oklahoma, let's just say, and you want a vacation and not log going around, so you don't have to log going back home or back to your terminal, where you get your single pull campers, you're wrong. You have to log going home, because that's your home terminal, and then you got your work terminal. You just fell off the couch. Marv, hey, come here. Are you not going to listen to me? Look what I got to put on it. Nope, she ain't listening to me. All right, so if you're going to go on vacation, you still got to log going home, or you got to log going back to your terminal. If you just need to know, that's how it is. And everyone's going to argue with me. I don't know what I'm talking about. They've never in 15 years gotten in trouble. Just don't be that guy that gets in trouble, So it's pretty simple. Now, if you're wanting to pull your signs and go back to the yard or go back home, that's on you. But don't speed while you do it. Don't go to Colorado and buy pot and try to transport that anywhere, because, it's just not smart. So, just remember, PC within 10 minutes, show back up to where you started your PC, and continue on your logs. No one in any scale house will bother you. So, my personal situation, I ended up PC in one direction, and that was a mistake. I thought I could do the weather as my excuse, and it was storming. Slowed me down so much that I wanted to get to my hotel, and I couldn't. So in Utah, they checked me, and he goes, "What'd you do here?" And I told him the truth, and that gave me a falsification of records warning, which is still high points, right? You know, this happened like 3 years ago. You know, so you don't want to PC one direction, and you don't want to not log one direction. If you're at home and you're going around home, or you're going from home to vacation somewhere and come back home, you're okay. You just have to get back to one of those addresses on your logs, either your business home terminal or your home house terminal. And then you can you can not log with your pickup anywhere you want to go. So you just have to remember those two things, and you'll be fine. It's a very gray area. There's a lot of hearsay. There's a lot of crap that people say you got to do, can't do. Remember, those are opinions. And then it's very hard to understand. Hey, girl. Hey, girl. And it's very hard to understand, to read in between the lines. Because when you have a goal in mind and you're reading that stupid green and white book, that DOT book can be interpreted in any way you want in most cases. And you're going to have one way of thinking you've got a goal to get done. You're going to interpret it different than the DOT officer will. And he interprets it the way he wants based on his experiences and what his buddies tell him. So it's not very black and white on personal conveyance. Well, Marvel, what you doing? Come here. She don't listen to me for nothing. Come here. Well, Marv and I will tell you goodbye and hope that, oh, you're such a good girl. And hope that you have a good rest of the trip. Be safe out there. Remember, safety is your first and only concern. We're sitting in Missoula because it snowed. And where I got to go to pick up my next load, it's on highways they don't salt or plow in Montana. So we're just chilling. We're having an easy life, you can tell. Well, I'll post another video. Just be sure, comment, message me on Facebook, subscribe and like YouTube or Facebook. And if you got another question, I'll be more than happy to answer it for you. So contact me. I'm sure there you can message me somehow on Facebook, or my phone number's on there. Give me a buzz. If it doesn't go through, send me a text message. I'll chat with you. But I won't argue with you. I'll just tell you the simple answer, and you can make it as complicated as you want. Remember, safety first, guys. And Marv and I will have a good day. I hope you do too. Bye.